Hi, and welcome to BEXIT, the rock diary. I'm just gonna see if some people are going to join me while I'm live, otherwise you can always watch later, of course. So, what this is actually about. So the first couple of times I just wanna tell you a little bit about my own life and my own experiences that I had so far that brought me here where I am now, and I would really like to discuss with you some this time I would really like to discuss with you some childhood traumas. Yay, what a nice topic. Isn't this a great topic to talk about on a Wednesday evening? So no, but I think it is important, and I would really like you to underneath maybe comment if you recognize some of that, because the thing about childhood traumas is that they form your whole life, even though they are sometimes really, really small. And you know, most psychotherapists, they make you they make you find them and they make you talk about them, but then in the end they don't tell you what to do with it. So for me it's important, so this time it's about my childhood, to share what actually happened, and then later on build up on that, how I became like I am now. And I think talking about this always and talking how other people handle it, or work through it, very often helps others. And yeah, I personally always love those stories. So please, if you want, I know you're not so, maybe not everyone is as open as I am, but it would be really nice if you would let me know if you recognize some of the things that I'm talking about. To start off with, so oh yeah, and I want to say sorry already, because I've made a video like this some years ago on YouTube, but I thought it would be bad to start a new group and a new site with part 2 of the video. So, and I change every day, I change every hour. so I think I'm gonna add a little bit of new stuff as well. So yeah, I was born in 86, nearly 34 years now. And my parents really wanted to have me, and I was planned, and they were happy, and I was born healthy, chubby, sunshine, smiling. Everything was totally great, you know. My mom always said to me this was the greatest time. So my first couple of years, and and it really formed me in the way I became later, because I think especially the first couple of years are for children really important. And to experience just being the center of attention, it was amazing for me. Yeah. And then something really bad happened when I was 3. So my childhood trauma is actually my brother. And this is nothing personal, but just to be kicked off this throne was terrible for me. There's just someone else. Before this, I was the center. We went traveling really early already. My parents took me traveling a lot, and I even now I remember all of this. And then he was born, and then all the attention went to him. At least this is how I felt like it. I don't think it's really true, but it just made me realize at a very young age that you can lose something like that really easy. This feeling. And I mean, I know I think many people who have another a brother or sister born feel this way, but maybe for me, my personality, what it is like, it was just really hard for me. So I felt really pushed aside, And from that moment on, I developed my own strategy to handle this. And my strategy was to, oh, hi, someone's there. Who are you? Who is this? Say hi. Yeah, and so I developed a strategy to deal with this, and this was just be as well adjusted as possible. So everything that parents and grown-ups love, I was. So always nice, always happy, always quiet when I needed to be, always, yeah, really mature, really grown up in a way. And so, yeah. And this way I started kindergarten, this way I started school, and I started behaving like this always towards grown-ups. So at school I was really doing really great. When I was, I think, 3, before school I started to learn letters. I started to want to read until someone showed me actually how it's possible. And then I could read before I went to school. Then the next thing was my parents went working really early when we were pretty young, and we were with my grandma, and maybe sometimes 1 hour alone or something like that. And I had the feeling that I had the full responsibility for my brother, because my grandma, to be honest, bless her, she's dead already, but she couldn't really handle him at all. So I felt responsible for that, and I knew that everyone would like that. So I kind of, I didn't think about it this way. I mean, I was really early. I think we were 6 when my parents started working, and I did it, I didn't do this all on purpose. But I realized now that I had this program inside of me, and so I was loved by my teachers, I was loved by my parents, I was loved by all grown-ups, everyone I could find, even older people at bus stations. I immediately brought a smile up on their face. And I developed another skill, and this skill was make people happy and make people laugh. I knew that I just naturally loved to do that. I was always very outgoing, and in a way I became maybe somehow a little bit addicted. And with addicted I mean, it's just, I need it. Later it's gonna turn out that I needed this to feel good. So and so school, actually classmates hated me. I was the best in class always. Classmates hated me. I didn't have a lot of friends, and I actually I felt great in my small little world, but my world was totally depending on my parents and and what others thought of me. So then I think it was when I was 12, there was something going on. I think it was I wanted to wear different clothes or something like that, but I remember that I came home, and I must have done something when my parents or my mom thought she's different now. I mean, of course, with 12 girls, with 12, they start to become different. So there was something, and I could feel that she was so shocked, and I know that she didn't mean it, but I felt just totally rejected, and so after that I was it was really, for a couple of days, it was really weird. Oh, hi, there's someone else. Hello, who are you? Just say hi, if you like, then I don't feel so. Yeah. Anyway, for a couple of days, it was really weird. It was just so different, and I felt like the whole trust is gone, and I couldn't do anything anymore. And so I had to come up with a new tactic of having my life, because the only thing that actually gave me the trust was gone. You know, I thought it was so important what others thought of me. So when someone someone thought that I've done something wrong, I felt I had to do something about it. So from that moment on, I made the choice, this is not going to happen to me again. You know, when I was 3, I kind of lost everything already. And when I was 12, I thought, okay, not this time. So from that moment on, I decided parents are enemies. My teachers are enemies. Everyone is an enemy. I spent all my time in my room, and I don't know, I'm talking about this now like I did it like I did it consciously, but I found out that I did this very subconsciously. So I must have sat there and thought, okay, so what can I do now to fuck everyone really up? You know? And so I started, and I felt really frustrated and aggressive. So I started to listen to the worst music that you can ever imagine. I started to listen to death metal. I started to convince the few friends that I have that death metal and being a gothic is the coolest thing to do. And actually we ran around for a while with our faces white, and the cross, you know, turned around. And we didn't go to graveyards. We just wanted to be cool. And every time my parents saw that, they felt the distance growing bigger. So my plan was actually really working to push them away as far as I could. And I wasn't really often aggressive to them. Only when we had a big fight, of course, then I would be really angry. But very often I just didn't talk. I just went upstairs, went to my room, and I sat in there and put on the music really, really loud. And I didn't talk about anything that was going on. So so this was actually step 1 towards the dark side of my life. But actually I see it's time already. So I want to say thank you for watching this. It would be really great if you kind of get a little bit interactive. This was my whole plan, you know. My whole plan was to have people, to have conversations, to find out what you want to talk about and what you want me to talk about. So it would be really nice. Also in the questions to get into this group. So most people don't answer them, but but I found out that at least some of you like rock music, so that's good. But it would be also nice to get to know what interests you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, oh no, next time. So tomorrow, 8 o'clock again. I'll be live. I'll be singing. I'm really nervous, but I hope you're gonna like it. And see you next time, next week, Wednesday. I'm gonna have my diary again with part 2 of The Dark Past. And tomorrow I'm gonna sing. Yeah. Bye bye.